Want to bring your family to the US, but does it take a long time? Not necessarily. The time it takes for your family member to get a green card depends on the relationship with you. Today I'm going to talk about how USCIS categorizes your relationship to your relative and what that means to how soon they can get a green card. Hi everyone, I'm Sharaque Khan. I'm the South Asian attorney. I'm licensed to practice law in California, and I help people worldwide with American immigration law. All right, so let's get to the basics first. Family-based immigration is a way to bring your family members to the US legally. It's based on your specific relationship with your family member. The two main categories of family members are immediate relatives and family-based preference relatives. Immediate relatives include spouses, unmarried children, and parents of US citizens. Your family members that do not fall into the immediate relatives group are divided into 4 categories. USCIS calls these categories family-based preference categories. These categories are F1 for unmarried children of US citizens who are over 21. F3 is for married children of US citizens. F4 is for brothers and sisters of US citizens. And finally, F2 is subdivided into 2 groups, F2A and F2B. Yeah, I didn't forget about this group. F2A is for spouses and children of permanent residents. Again, the children have to be under 21. If they're over 21, they're going to fall into the F2B category. But how does knowing your relatives category tell you how long it's going to take to get them a green card? When you want your family member to get a green card, first, you have to establish your relationship with them. To do this, in most cases, you'll file Form I-130 with the USCIS. Once this relationship is established, your family member applies for their green card. If they are your immediate relative, they don't have to wait for the USCIS to first establish your relationship to them. They can apply for the green card at the same time you file Form I-130, if they're already in the US. This saves them time. By the way, this process is called concurrent filing. Even if they're not in the US, they can still apply for the green card at the embassy or consulate in their country as soon as USCIS finishes processing your I-130 application. The advantage here will become clearer in just 1 second. Usually this process will take a year. However, nowadays it's taking more like 2 years. But on the other hand, if your family member is not an immediate relative, they'll fall under one of the family preference categories. In this case, you'll file the I-130 petition to establish your relationship to them first. USCIS will work on their petition and hopefully approve it. But unlike for immediate relatives group, your family members will have to wait for their turn to apply for their green card. In other words, they're not going to be able to apply immediately after USCIS approves your I-130 petition, like in the case of immediate relatives. If you're finding this video helpful, please subscribe for more content like this one. Okay, so how long will they have to wait? Well, it depends on when the priority date becomes current. The priority date is the same date you file your I-130 petition for them. So it's basically the I-130 filing date. It determines your family member's place in line to apply for their green card. And how do we know when the priority date is current? The State Department publishes a document called the Visa Bulletin every month. It provides 2 charts, the final action dates and dates for filing. These charts show which priority dates are being processed. You can Google the term Visa Bulletin to see these charts. If your family member's priority date is earlier than the final action dates, they can move forward with their application. If their priority date is later, they must wait until it becomes current before proceeding. So for example, if you're sponsoring a green card for your brother or sister, they'll fall under the F4 category. According to the final action dates chart on the Visa Bulletin for November 2023, the priority date of April 22nd, 2007 is current. This means that if you file your I-130 petition for your brother or sister on or before April 22nd, 2007, they can now apply for their green card. However, the priority date is usually different for China, India, Mexico, and the Philippines. FYI, for India, the priority date is October 8, 2005 for the same category. If you're outside the US, you'll apply for Consular Processing. This means that you'll go through the embassy or consulate in your country. But if you're inside the US, you have the option for applying for Adjustment of Status, or AOS. If you apply for AOS, you'll go through the USCIS, not the embassy. Sometimes USCIS will use the dates for filing chart, not the final action dates chart. I know this process can be a little confusing sometimes. If you have questions, please contact my office and schedule a consultation. That's it for today. I hope this video was helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, or subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next time.